Hello, everyone. I'm David Otrick, working in the data analytics team at BASF Antwerp. And today I'll be sharing how we leverage JMP to enhance data-driven decision-making in our chemical production plants. I would suggest to dive in. Now, before diving into the details, I would like to present BASF Antwerp in a nutshell. So let's first look at the broader context of BASF Antwerp. Our production site, which is located in the port of Antwerp, as you can see, is the second most important BASF Verbund site worldwide, consisting of a surface of more than 6 square kilometers, containing more than 50 world-scale installations and welcoming on a daily basis more than 3,000 employees. And with these 50 production installations, we manufacture a wide range of products, including base and specialty chemicals, synthetics, refining products, inorganic chemicals, and so on. Now, as you can imagine, this extensive production footprint lays a foundation for a data-driven approach when it comes down to optimizing operations. Now, what does that imply? World-scale manufacturing process of core chemicals. So let us take a closer look at the challenges that we tend to face on a daily basis. With operations producing over more than 1,000 tons a day of product, we face several issues. And this is more or less depicted on the block schema that you find at the bottom of the slide. Including unwanted byproducts, variable yields, and so on. And so the idea is that we tend to produce in-spec final product for end customers while reducing variable costs to the minimal extent. So with minimum raw material input, minimum energy input, and so on. And what we believe in is that we can reduce variable costs employing data analytics. So by applying data-driven strategies, we presume that we can predict outcomes more accurately, reduce waste, improve efficiency, and so on. And what we simply tend to do is that we want to valorize the vast amount of production data that we produce on a daily basis. And so on a daily basis, we have multiple sensors on our facilities that measure pressure, temperatures, and so on. And we simply want to consolidate them and get the maximum of information out of all this sensor data. As failing to do so would simply imply that we would build up a data graveyard, which is exactly not the idea. Now, JMP comes here into the picture, and you could state that it definitely acts as an enabler that helps us to unlock valuable insights out of our processes. Now, to reduce these variable costs, so raw material costs, energy costs, and so on, site management launched an operational excellence program. And the key component, or a key component of that program, is Applied Data Analytics for Operations, a training program for our process managers. By combining, you could state, process knowledge with data analytics, we believe that we can unlock synergies where really 1 + 1 = 3, leading to, let's say, deeper insights put it in this way, measurable and more sustained improvements, as well as better user acceptance, because we combine process knowledge and data analytics. Now, the data analytics team in Antwerp simply serves, you could state, as some kind of catalyst in the whole process. So practically, and this is depicted here on the slide, process managers bring their a kind of problem statement to the table, tied to the OPEX target picture of their plant. And then we simply start to delve into or dig into the problem. We quantify the problem, and we convert it, in fact, in an analytics program. So this is stated on the 4th bullet. We transform, in fact, the operational issues into data exploration quests. And then the way that we do that is by applying or leveraging simply point-and-click tooling. We don't want to make developers or process managers, but we simply want that they learn to get the maximum out of the data. In a final step, of course, we hope to suggest and validate improvement measures that we then can implement, and then the respective measures have to be logged in an OPEX database, as you can imagine. Now, as stated earlier, the applied data analytics for operations program is specifically tailored to the process managers, and you find a picture here on the right side of a classroom training that we're organizing, showing the functionalities of JMP to a wide group of or a core group of process managers, 20 process managers here that were selected for this specific training. And we try to explain them how to use JMP and how to use this data analytics tooling that we have on site in a practical, graphical, and analytical way. The delivery format that we have in mind is combines, in fact, three main blocks. We combine self-paced learning because they're all very busy, so they have to be able to work and study, work with the tooling, study the tooling, study the newest features on their own rhythm. We provide also consultancy on the job. We enter the plant, help them to solve problems they're facing with at a given stage in their OPEX projects and so on. And last but not least, we have these classroom trainings. Now, basically, the workflow that we tend to follow is that participants are in fact taught to first, let's say, explore and visualize data and identify, in fact, the operational opportunities. So what they have to do is that they, in a first step, analyze cost variability. And typically they do this by using dashboards that they have in the plant where they tend to follow the variability in the daily KPIs. Then they start to dig deeper in it. And what they then do is that they start to delve, in fact, in the underlying time series or process data. Temperature readings, pressure readings, whatever that they have in mind. In order to do that, they typically use conventional time series workhorses such as Seek, such as TrendMiner, and so on. In a final step, they convert, or they get, in fact, data out of this first data exploration. So they consolidate or convert their quest in a kind of data table that they start to analyze using JMP. And there you could state that the final step involves using JMP to conduct a really advanced analysis where they typically do a sensitivity analysis. So they try to correlate key process factors with the cost function of interest. And what we now found and observe is that this approach really starts to drive actionable improvements. We see that it gets traction. We also see that they get interested in using the tooling, that they start to get interested in using JMP, that they also see the value of the features that it brings to the table, and so on. So finally, we're really finally set to empower our teams in operations to make data-driven decisions that enhance efficiency and reduce costs for BASF Antwerp. Now it's only the next step that we have to do is to get the whole thing operational and simply to do it. And that's what we will have on our plate for the coming year. Thank you very much.